Well, hello there. I didn't see you. Thanks for coming into our YouTube page and checking it out. Please, take your shoes off. Take your jacket off. Put your jacket back on. Put your shoes back on and watch this video. This is an old clip, isn't it, Joe?
It's an oldie and a goodie.
It's an old and a good. Old good for your eyes. Use your hands to leave a comment if you like it. If you don't like it, then don't say anything because we have fragile feelings. But please enjoy this old clip from the Andy Show's history while you get ready for new clips from the Andy Show's future.
Coming daily soon.
Flat out. I had to go to the DMV yesterday. About 2.5 weeks ago. First of all, we're from Ohio.
Yes.
The process is different
Yes.
in Ohio to go to the DMV. You can just go there.
Yes.
Like you can just decide that day that you want to go get something,
roll in.
and you can roll
Decide in that minute. You could be
like-
driving by the DMV back.
Go,
Oh, you know
yeah.
what? I could do
Maybe.
that.
Why am I driving? I don't have a driver's license. Let's go get
Yeah,
one.
exactly. Yeah,
At
today's
the DMV. Yeah,
time.
today's the day.
Yeah.
I've got 15 minutes. Let's go.
Let's do it.
So growing up, all of the kind of hack jokes about the DMV never made a whole lot of sense to me because all my experience with the DMV was just walking in and it being okay. I made an appointment at the DMV on 2 or 3 weeks ago because you have to in California.
Right. Yeah. You do it online. Do it on the website.
And I made it for yesterday at 2:20 in the afternoon. I thought that because I made an appointment, that would mean that I would show up and I would like get to skip to the front of the line situation.
Right.
Everyone else outsmarted me and also made an appointment at 2:20 p.m. yesterday. The line was so long that it went outside the building and then wrapped almost all the way around the building again. So I walk like an idiot into the front door of the DMV all happy, and you can watch my facial expressions sink as I get farther and farther towards the back, realizing that I am now looking at a sign that says estimated wait time for appointment line is 2 hours. And my phone has about 13% battery, so I can't entertain myself.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. I just have to stand in line. And so I rest my ass in line. I stand there. I'm the last one. The woman in front of me is the type of person that you don't want to have in front of you unless you are hyper interested in learning everything about them because they are a loud cell phone talker. There is nothing that I find to be more obnoxious in a public setting than someone who feels like you need to know everything that they're saying to their person on the phone. Because guess what? We don't. I don't need to know.
I know.
I don't need to know anything about what you would order at KFC if you could be there right now. I don't give a I just want to stand in this terrible line for hours and be the grumpy curmudgeon that I am. But instead, I had this girl who, by the way, there is no reason for me to feel this sense of vengeance against her. I'm just mad about the situation. But I focused all my anger and hatred on this poor girl who is talking so loudly. But the thing is, she was teasing me. She kept saying, I have 10% battery left on my phone. I've got to hang up soon. Oh, I've got to get off the phone soon. I have 8% battery left on my phone. Her battery lasted for 8 hours. Ridiculous. So it went on and on and on. I found out everything about her. I found out what things that have happened at her job. I found out that she could have blocked this person on Twitter, but she didn't.
What's interesting is the person she's talking to probably doesn't give a
Well, they were willing,
and they know each other.
They were willing to talk to her forever about. And she did say something funny, which I thought was that she said, I don't even need to be in this line. My mom sends me to do stupid like this. Which I wonder then, what was she doing at the DMV?
Yeah.
What is the thing that her mom was sending her to do?
She doesn't need to be there.
Doesn't need to
it's
be
not
there.
A pressing issue.
So then I started to get mad because I thought, how many of these people also don't need to be here? How many people in this line are just here to annoy me?
Are they just here to get it? I want a new photo for my ID. You know, what is a non-important issue that you would go to the DMV for? I don't know.
So the way that this ended is heartbreaking. After I had been in line for about an hour and change, I realized that there was a separate line for people who had made day of appointments, not just general appointments. And there was only about 5 people in that line. So once I got in that line, it was very quick. Got through in about 15 minutes, no complaints about the DMV.
God.
So I was on the road.
Legally,
and here I am. I drove here in my car I even cleaned out my car. I was so excited because I felt like it's a thing I can use now.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
It's a thing you can.
I can't wait to drive my car like a regular American citizen.
In some ways, maybe it'll be like you're a teenager again, and that thrill of like, oh, I can drive places.
Sure. Yeah.
And,
Well, let's hope it's not like I'm a teenager again.
Well,
I got
no,
my
you had a lot of
license
accidents.
suspended.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I didn't get in a lot of accidents. I got in a lot of getting my license suspended because of looking like Marilyn Manson in a small town. I once got my license suspended. I'll just give you this quick thing. So we like to use the mugs for reference.
Would you like
So
to use this
let's put this mug right out here.
Okay.
Over here. Now pretend that this is a steep incline. Pretty much everywhere in Cincinnati is a huge hill. So I'm coming up a hill. I pull into a pizza place here on the corner. Farther up the hill is a cop sitting on the hill. I pull out of the pizza place, take a left, get going up the hill, get pulled over here. There is no way to reach any speed past about 30 miles per hour in that amount of time going directly up a hill. I had my license suspended for 90 days for going 70 miles per hour up the hill. In a purple Geo Metro from 1993 that topped out at about 60 miles per hour. So
on a straight shot.
Straight shot.
Not up.
I think he could give you some leniency. It's like, man, it's a hill. I gotta hit the gas.
There's no
to get
way,
up the hill.
because he didn't saw me walk out in my crazy like leather pants and chains and black lipstick or whatever else I was wearing at that point, and he was not stoked that I was driving up that hill. He didn't show up to my court date though.
Of course.
So anyway, I had 90 days of not driving. So that was. Let's hope it doesn't go back to that.
Yeah. All right.
Let's keep me with my car now that I've done the work.
Definitely.
All right. So on today's show, we have William Control.
Absolutely.
A friend of mine for many years, a touring partner of mine for many years, and we're gonna talk to him in just a minute. But before we do that, Joe, I think you know what time it is.
I think it's time. What time is it? Is it time for the scoop?
Welcome to What's the Scoop with Lawrence. I'm your host, Lawrence. We're here at the Pasadena Model Railroad open house to get the scoop on these trains. And how you doing today?
Good. Thank you very much for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Well, what you're looking at is one of the world's largest HO scale layouts. This is 5,000 square feet, about 70 by 72 feet. The club has existed since 1940. We're always under construction, and our latest thing is we're converting to digital control. We had a very sophisticated control system that was entirely mechanical, and now we're moving to digital control, which is kind of where the hobby's going. So,
wow. Do you like trains?
Yes.
And do you like trains, sir?
Very much.
And how did you hear about the Pasadena Model Railroad Club here?
Just from their website.
Wow. Sir, what's your favorite train here?
Oh,
They got a lot of little trains. I like the little trees a lot. So down here, this is
some of the equipment that controls just one section of the railroad.
It's computed now. It's not just electric voltage.
Essentially, it's all electronic. Under the old analog system, you literally turn up the power to different parts of the railroad. You vary the power that changes the train speed. Under digital, the track always has power, and now you digitally address each of the locomotives.
This, as you can see, folks, this is what it used to control the train.
We had rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of relay.
You ever wish you were really tiny and you could live in one of these towns?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I'm here with Martin, the club president. What's going on? What's the scoop on this?
Okay, so what we did was we took out the analog system, replaced it with a digital system.
What do you think it is? What's the scoop on trains? What is it about trains? What is it about a train? What do you think that? What is that?
I think trains harken back to an earlier time when travel was glamorous and a lot of fun. You could get up and walk around on a train. You can go and have a great meal at a train. You meet wonderful people on a train.
We don't have any firm rules about what railroads we run. Obviously, a lot of modelers who belong to this club prefer Western roads, Santa Fe.
And there are actually little people at the little table working at little tiny jobs. How'd you guys do that one? Very small towns and very small people in the towns, but I can't get over the tininess of everything, though.
Thank you very much for visiting us. We're very pleased to have had you here and to be able to share our model railroad with you.
Lawrence News. I'm Lawrence Albertson, and this is What's the Scoop with Lawrence.
I'd always wondered what the scoop was about trains.
Wow.
And now we know.
Yeah, well,
Toy trains.
Yeah.
Toy trains.
To be honest with you, I don't know if we know, and that's one of the great joys of What's the Scoop.
Somehow I feel that I know.
A little bit more. So anyway, thank you, Lawrence, for giving us this week's scoop. Can't wait to see what the next one is really, and to further know more about what's this. We hope you enjoyed that clip from the Andy Show. It was informative, interesting, and nutritious.
It's hard to do all of those things, but we did it.
You got all your fiber, you got all your nutrients, your vitamins, your minerals.
Sodium.
You got all of your sodium. All that daily sodium intake that you need to be a living, floating, real person.
Sugar.
Okay. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you soon with new content, and we'll see you soon with old content.
Yeah,
Who knows
we'll be
what's
seeing you.
happening. We'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you again. In the words of Glenn Danzig, I'll be seeing you in hell.
Before you make it to hell, feel free to check out our merch store. The link is below.